In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips to crack the culture interview round in any company. Before we begin, let's understand what culture is. Culture, simply put, is how people behave in a company. For example, take Amazon. They have the leadership principles. Similarly, Netflix, Airbnb, and other companies. You might also hear about this term values in many companies. Values are nothing but what it's expected in the company from its people. To see the values of any company, type the company name and values and hit search on Google and go to the careers page of the company and see the values from over there. Typically, a culture round is taken by a senior member from the company. It is usually a manager of a manager who would be a skip level manager or an HR representative, and also sometimes called as the culture fit round. While acing this round might sound easy because the questions are mostly quantitative, and this happens once you've cleared all the technical interview rounds where the company has assessed that you can work independently. The idea of this round is to assess whether you can work well in a team member environment and as an employee of the company. This is also a chance for you to share your expectations. So, in some sense, you are also given an opportunity to ask questions to the interviewer to know the company better. So, here goes. Tip number 1, clarify why you want to work in a certain company. For example, why is the company a dream company for you? Few years back, answers like it is the biggest company doing XYZ in the world, or it has been my dream, or I will get to work in these technologies, etc., used to work well. But with more and more candidates applying for job interviews, you need to stand out from the others. So talk about the company's purpose, like sustainability, contributing to saving the planet, making lives better. This why can be found from the about section of any company, which usually has the mission, vision, values, and purpose of the company. Make sure you genuinely care about one of these and make that your anchor. Here, you can also talk about the values of the company and give examples of those values from your past experience. For example, if your company's value is that they like curiosity, you can talk about a project or assignment where you, due to your curiosity, went to the bottom of the issue and found a creative solution to the problem. Tip number 2, ask people in the company who already work there these 2 questions. 1, what kind of people succeed in the company? And 2, what kind of people do not succeed in the company? And prepare your interview responses based on these inputs. For example, if your friend who's referred you in the company who works there says that the kind of people who work in this company are the ones who do things fast, prepare a few examples of short-term deliverables from your past to talk about it and give those examples in the interview. Tip number 3, clarify your growth expectations. One question that gets asked is, what are your expectations from the company, or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? This is your time to talk about a challenging role, your growth aspirations, and how the company can support you. Remember, here, if your growth aspiration aligns with the company's mission, then you can really stand out in the interview round. As the people who take the interview, especially if you are a lateral hire, also are responsible for you from a management perspective, they will be impressed and will look forward to onboarding you, making you a good offer, and giving you good work for you to grow with the company. Tip number 4, be prepared to clarify your salary expectations. The culture round is also accompanied by a question from the HR about your salary expectations. This is asked so that they can align expectations as they are making an offer. Do your homework here. Remember to thank the team for the question and state your expectations basis market research, the skills that you bring to the table, and the qualifications that you have. Remember, most of the jobs have a salary range, and these can be found on sites like Glassdoor, AmbitionBox, and Blind. Talk humbly about your expectations and mention that they are informed from the prevailing ranges of the job in the market. Tip number 5, thank and ask for feedback. Most candidates forget this. I remember that relationship builders have an edge in any organization. Even if you're not selected, you would still like the company to consider you later. In this case, if the first candidate doesn't work out. So this is the final round. Use this opportunity to thank the interview panel and ask for any feedback that can help you improve. Most panelists will share some positive and some constructive feedback. This can help you improve your interview skills in the future as well. So these were the 5 tips to crack the culture round. Friends, Please do like the content, subscribe to my channel, and give your comments. It'll be really helpful my channel to help it grow and so I can bring more content to you. Cheers and best of luck.